Welcome back to the Allgoods, Vietnam through the eyes of love. I'm Elisa Cecilia Allgood, and I'm reading the letters my parents wrote to each other during my dad's Vietnam deployment. At this point in the story, my dad is still stationed overseas. And my mom? She's home with a newborn, who happens to be me. And what you're about to hear are 3 letters written on the same day, January 27th, 1972. 1 letter from my dad, written from Vietnam, and 2 from my mom, written around feelings, diapers, exhaustion, and the quiet hours that come with caring for a 3-week-old baby. And she writes her letter from San Antonio. And these letters, they weren't written for an audience, although I do believe they were preserved and left for me to read. They were written to stay connected and to hold a family together across a war as a new life was being brought into the world. And that life was me. And I'm here reading these letters now as if they were written to me, for me, and my mom even writes on my behalf. So here's the first letter from my dad to my mom, written January 27th, 1972. My dearest darling, I love you. How is Sissy this fine day? I hope the both of you are just fine. I got my Christmas card today. It's really beautiful. I wish the Postal Service hadn't fucked up. I got a sweet letter from my lovely wife, too. So it's trial and error in taking care of a baby girl, huh? You are so funny. I love you with all of my heart. You are my precious darling. Has Sissy got any more new friends? I bet she is just amazing. I can't wait to get home. I spent the day on alert. I flew once for 15 minutes. That is all. The rest of the day was boring. I had a supper, and I'm now watching some TV, plus talking to my lover. I love you so much. A long time ago, you asked about an early out. Well, the Air Force has offered a lot of programs, and I have been there with bells on my toes, but every one of them have excluded people in my category. It looks like I will be in Travis on the 23rd of March. I still don't have a flight date, but I should know about it until about February 10th. I will let you know. Sleep warm, my loves. Take good care, and don't starve yourself too much. I love you with all of my heart. Hugs and kisses to you. Love, Dick. Well, while my dad is writing from Vietnam, my mom is awake at 5 in the morning with me, moving through another feeding, another diaper change, and another quiet stretch of time that belongs only to Sarah and Sissy. Here's the first letter that my mother wrote to my father, from Sarah to Dick on January 27th, 1972. This one's from early in the morning. My dearest darling. Another cheery good morning to my chickie. Don't ask me why, but I'm wide awake again this morning. We had another good night. It's 5 a.m., and we just finished our feeding. Cleaned the shit and piss, and back to sleep again. She's been so good. I just hope it continues. If I had to go to work, there is no way I would be awake at this hour. Which reminds me, Sissy wakes up like her mom. Takes her about 30 minutes to start and yawn and finally wake up. I get tickled. I can change her diaper, roll her over, and she doesn't even wake up enough to really know what's going on. If she stays on this schedule, after my love comes home, you better watch out, because I'm horny, and I'm awakened, early, full of energy. If you don't wake up or fuel up for a workout, I'll do all the work. Ha! Just think, at this hour, you can make love and still get 2 more hours of sleepy before you have to get up. That way, you won't go to work tired. Ha! I'll close now. I'm hoping you had a good day as yours comes to an end and mine begins. Remember, I love you with all of my heart and soul, forever and always, Sarah and Sissy. And later that day, after the baths and the walks and the waiting for the next cry, my mom sits down to write again. Here's the second letter, January 27th, in the evening. Hi, honey. I love you even more tonight than this morning. I bet you knew that already, huh? Sissy loves you too. After I wrote my good morning, I love you, I'm horny note, I changed Sissy. She felt cold to me too. So I've now spoiled her even more. I put her in bed with me, where she would be warmer. Some excuse, huh? She's so sweet and cuddly. I won't make a habit of it. It just feels so much closer to you when I hold her and have her near. Anyway, we went back to sleep, and I slept until 9:30. Then I was up to get her bath and breakfast ready. So that's when she wakes up. She's usually crying because she's hungry. And she doesn't have to wait too long for a bath and food. She slept until 10 o'clock, and then our day started. I didn't get a letter from my lover today. I bet I get one tomorrow. We did get a card from Dale and Glenna. They're coming through San Antonio the 15th of February, en route to Denver, and plan to stop and see Sissy. Dale said she was making her a present and it should be finished by then. Alicia came down this afternoon, and Sissy was sleeping. By the way, our 3-week-old can turn her head from side to side now. We made chocolate chip cookies. It'll be your last care package, okay, love? I had planned to make them before I delivered, but I didn't make it. Well, then I washed my hair, and I walked. I paced around the apartment, waiting for her to wake up, to talk to me, and so I could feed her. And afterwards, it was so nice out today, we went for a little walk, down to Paul and Becca's, and we had a shooter. I had dinner, only meatloaf with them. Alicia, Jan, and Dixie went to Austin tonight to shop, so David was there too. Paul and David went to pick Terry up at 7:30. Paul is so sweet. I was going to Becca's. Becca was going to watch Sissy. Well, he wouldn't let me drive out there by myself. David could have gone since he really had nothing to do, but he didn't want to go without Paul. I think he's afraid of Alicia. Well, anyways, I've written a crazy letter, skipping from one subject to another. I think I'm really tired, and I hate to admit it. I think I'm sleeping, but as I told you, I'm awake with every move, so I guess that's why I'm tired. Terry agrees with me, and everyone else. Elisa Cecilia Allgood is absolutely beautiful. She's beautiful, darling. I love you so much. Take care and hurry home to your family. We need you with all of my heart and soul. I love you forever and always. Sarah and Sissy. These letters were written on the same day. One from a father far away in Vietnam, flying rescue helicopters, fighting a war he honestly didn't really support or believe in, but had to be there. And then these other 2 letters are from a mother at home, from San Antonio, Texas. She's learning how to care for a newborn, all while staying connected to the man she loves. And I'm the little baby, right in the middle of all of it. They're writing to me and through me. And this is what love looks like in the middle of a war, in the middle of 1972, in the middle of it all. What the Air Force was like. These letters aren't polished, and they are not edited. They are just lived. Thank you, friends, for listening and walking the story with me. If you're still here at the end of this, I am so grateful. And if you haven't already, please follow or subscribe wherever you're listening. This is the Allgoods, Vietnam through the eyes of love. And I'm Elisa Cecilia Allgood. They called me Sissy until I was about the 4th grade, and then I chose to be called Elisa. We'll be back soon with the next letter.